4th of July, and welcome to Stay Stitching. My name is Carla. This is a Mayfield Fabric and Supply edition, so I'm going to show you 4 more of our newest fabrics that are already in the shop and available to you. The first 2 I'm going to show you are knits, and the second 2 I'm going to show you are wovens. So the first 2 are Laguna jersey knits. These are 95% cotton and 5% spandex, and they are just lovely. I would consider these to be the ideal high quality t-shirt weight jerseys. They are light enough to wear on a hot day and heavy enough to wear to work. In other words, you know, these would work for both your most casual t-shirt and for tops that are, you know, dressier tops and kinds of things. And so I was really excited to get these 2 in. So I chose to begin with this black, which, you know, everybody needs, and this beautiful light silvery gray. And the reason why I went with this light silvery gray is that for me, I consider this to be a year-round fabric. This looks great all year round. It goes with all of the colors of spring, summer, fall, and winter. And so I just think it's a great color. Again, it's 95% cotton and 5% spandex. It has a beautiful, you know, mellow, I'm not gonna say sheen, because I don't want you to think that it's shiny. You know, it's 95% cotton, but it has that beautiful mellow sheen to it, and it has beautiful drape. I'm looking forward to sewing with both of these fabrics. So let me show you a couple of things that I would make with these jerseys. This is I consider this a fall and winter pattern. Simplicity 1072. Now, I probably wouldn't make the skirt and the pants out of this. I feel like more, for me, I would need Ponte because of my age and, you know, the fact that I don't have smooth thighs. I think if you had really smooth thighs and everything was nice and smooth, you could get away with using these because they are, you know, a mid-weight jersey. But I would definitely make these tops, and I think these are super cute. And how cute would it be to use the black and gray on this pattern in any combination that you wanted? And so I think that would be ideal for these fabrics. Another one, of course, is the Cashmerette Dartmouth top. This is a gorgeous and super figure flattering pattern for anyone size 12 and up. It just is a pattern that flatters the figure, and also because of the ruching on the sides, there's 2 views. There's a ruched front and a flat front, but I feel like it's very figure friendly in terms of maybe hiding some areas of concern. And so this pattern comes in short sleeve, 3/4 sleeve, and long sleeve. And these 2 are an ideal weight for a top like this, and they would carry you through the year, from summertime through winter. And then I got 2 more. This is Simplicity 1198. I've made this first one, this second one, and this. I've made A, B, and E. It's a fun make. I want to make C. C has a lace insert. Can you see those line drawings? You can see it on the model. And I do have some really cute white lace that I think would be super pretty with the gray. Black and white is a little too stark for me. I'll wear all black and I'll wear all white, but black and white together It's just a little too stark for me, but I think the white lace inset on that beautiful soft silvery dove gray would be gorgeous. And also, I think that these, I've loved wearing these with this hem, and I get a lot of compliments on them. So, yeah. I did make these way too big, and I've had to size down because these necks are kind of wide, and so if you make your shoulders too big, you're going to have a top that is way too big. I'm thinking about putting like a box pleat, an inverted box pleat on the back of them. That's how much too big they are. Ugh. And then, of course, there's the Turner dress by Cashmerette. Again, that is an ideal fabric for this. The fabric is knit fabric such as rayon jersey, cotton jersey, or ITY with at least 50% stretch. This comes in short 3/4 and long sleeves. It has a good, modest skirt, not anything too twirly or too straight. It's kind of reminiscent of the Monetta, maybe a slightly more sophisticated Monetta, but the Monetta would work beautifully for this fabric. Any kind of dress like the Monetta or this Cashmerette Turner would work beautifully. Okay, so let's see, what do I have? Okay, my next fabric, this is high on my favorites list of our new fabrics. This is a Brussels washer linen, and it is a linen rayon blend. It's 55% linen and 45% rayon. This is like a match made in heaven for me. The tape's still on it from the, haven't cut any off the bolt yet, but because to me, linen and rayon are two of my very favorite fabrics to sew with, and rayon is not an especially strong fiber, whereas linen is an incredibly strong and durable fiber. I mean, I used to buy everything I owned from Eddie Bauer, and of course in the summer they always had linen, and I'm sure they still do. And so I would have linen shirts from Eddie Bauer for 10 years, literally. I mean, those things would not wear out, and I believe that's where my love affair with linen first began. I loved linen long before I began sewing, and when I did begin sewing, I knew straight what to go for the summer. And so what you get with a 55 linen, 45 rayon mix is you get all of the durability and beautiful weave of linen, and you get the drape. Just look how pretty that is. And this has not been washed, you guys. This is straight off the bolt. And you already have this beautiful drape. It's a dream to sew with. It's a dream to press. It's less wrinkly than both linen on its own and rayon on its own. This is truly one of my very favorite fabrics in the entire world. Seriously, these two, this mix right here. And so this is in a navy. It's awesome. And what would I sew with that? Well, this Simplicity 1013 has been on my sewing list for at least a year, maybe 2 years. I can't remember when I got it, but I adore this pattern. And I think you could do the whole view in this, or I think you could do one of the views where you got something sheer for the back. How cute would that navy look with any kind of white eyelet for the summer, or a silk if you wanted to have a year-round shirt? You could go with something, because this fabric has a beautiful natural sheen to it. It's not shiny. It just has a beautiful natural sheen. Because of that, you could add silk back here. This one has a contrast fabric down here. Let me show you the line drawings. There's not a shirt in this pattern that I don't really love and wouldn't love to make and have in my wardrobe. So definitely that fabric would be beautiful in that pattern. And then the Sew House 7 Tea House dress. That's a gorgeous dress. She's wearing it in a linen right there, probably a chambray linen. And it would be gorgeous in any linen. And I'm going to get to this month. I'm going to do it, y'all. Okay, our last fabric for today. I'm trying to go a little faster because my last 4 fabric introductory video was 26 minutes. And I know you guys don't want to hear me yammering on for 26 minutes. Now this is 100% cotton. Let me double check, I don't want to tell you wrong. It's made in Japan, and it's just gorgeous. Of course, you can see the influence of my love of blues and greens in my fabric choices. And I do promise that as we grow and we increase our inventory that I will carry other colors, but clearly when I did my first fabric buy, pretty much every single thing I bought, with the exception of maybe 2 fabrics, are in an indigo colorway. I figure if we wind up being a dismal failure and nobody buys our fabric, then I'm just going to have a lot of really gorgeous, top quality fabrics that I would sew with, and I will be sewing with them for years. You know, if that's what happens, that's okay. I won't cry too hard if I'm stuck with all this beautiful fabric. So like I said, this is a Japanese cotton, and it is it's a lightweight, but not too lightweight for a dress. And it is not sheer at all. It's not sheer in the slightest. It's reasonably drapey. It's definitely, you could quilt with this fabric, but I wouldn't classify it as a quilting cotton. It has a much finer and tighter weave than that. So this is a very fine cotton. It's designed to look textured and slubby. It is not textured. That is purely in the print. This is an extremely smooth, comfortable cotton. And so I like it. It reminds me of seaweed. I don't know if you've been to the beach, but I don't know if all types of seaweed have this, but all the beaches I've been to, when the seaweed washes up, it has these little like pearls with it. Not actual pearls that you wear around your neck, but that's what its seeds or its flowers are. And so this just reminds me so much of the sea, the print and the colors. And so this is it's just a lovely, lovely fabric. And I can't wait to make something with it. So what kinds of things would I make with this? I ran across this beautiful pattern at a thrift store not too long ago, actually. It's Simplicity 1810, and it has 2 dresses, a top and a pair of pants, and I just think it is the prettiest, simplest thing. And I think either of these dresses would be ideal in this top, but I especially like the idea of the long dress. And if you don't like short sleeves, you could make the skirt from the long dress and keep it sleeveless, like in the sleeveless view. But I think that beautiful view A, and that is not a full elastic waistband. This has a kind of an interesting construction. You cannot tell at all from the pattern front. What am I doing? That's not what I'm trying to show you. I'm just looking at it and showing it to you, and you can't see what I'm trying to show you. Here's the line drawings. Anyway, I think that's gorgeous. And how gorgeous would these pants be in the navy Brussels washer, and this top in the Japanese cotton? I mean, that would be a gorgeous outfit. And if you were going someplace really hot, you could make crops. Yeah, I love that pattern. And so the final pattern, just a simple skirt pattern, Simplicity 1200. I've made this one I've shown it on here. On my channel, I wore it one time. Made it out of a sheet from Target, a gorgeous sheet from Target. It's 100% cotton, and it's hard to find 100% cotton sheets. And so any of these would be ideal in either the linen or the Japanese cotton. So that's all I have for you today. I do want to wish all the Americans who are watching a happy 4th of July. We're having a little bit of a subdued 4th of July here because right now we're having the 3rd worst wildfire in Colorado history. And believe me, we have a history of wildfires. It happens every single summer. And there's a lot. It's only about 45 miles from here. And the last time I checked, 104 homes were lost. And my heart really goes out to anyone who lost a home in these devastating fires. And my hope is that some of those were vacation homes, and so not people's primary residence. It's still terrible that they lost their property and their home, but I do think that a lot of it is primary residence. So happy 4th of July, and keep Colorado in your thoughts and prayers.